celebrity hate trains are not a new thing. I feel like they've always been around. It always seems to be the celebrities who get hate trains, or like the largest hate trains, are always women. Because as of recently, there's a lot of celebrity hate trains specifically on women that I can think of currently, and only the ones that are kind of centered around men are like men who have actually like committed crimes, or I've like done actually like horrendous stuff that are like deserving of consequences and people hating them basically. I feel like a lot of hate trains that are currently going on towards women, like example, chappel roan, are it's very, people are doing too much basically. Kind of just wanted to explore all that in today's video. So if you are unfamiliar with what is going on with chappel roan currently, well, chappel roan is this artist she's kind of blown up, I want to say, within the last like year, but specifically the last like couple of months when it comes to like not just like gay famous, if that makes sense, but like everybody basically knows who chappel roan is now, and deserving, very talented. Basically, just to kind of quickly sum it up, chappel roan has kind of expressed discomfort towards like how celebrities are treated, and obviously now because she's blown up so much, like she is well known by like everybody, to the point that her family is being stalked, like her sister, her parents. I'm pretty sure she said like people know where they work, where they live, and she basically just kind of made a video about how she doesn't like those things, which valid, and also how she finds it weird like with people coming up to her like on the street. But by the sound of it, it's more about like people being weird. Like she's like, I don't know you. You are not like entitled to like have a photo. You're not entitled to like hug me and like touch me without my consent, type thing. But obviously with the woman saying anything online, her words are going to be twisted and used against her. So people have obviously found issue with that. And it's like, oh yeah, but like I want a photo with you. It's like you're not busy just crying over like made up scenarios. Like you're not gonna randomly bump into chappell roan in the middle of Ohio or something. Like So it's like you're literally crying over a made up scenario. Like the chances are that you bump into chappell roan on the street is very low. Not zero, but like you're crying over this scenario that hasn't even happened to you, or like will probably maybe never happen. Then a lot of people were also upset at chappell roan for shouting at photographers. I think it was the VMAs on the red carpet. They literally shouted at her to shut the fuck up, so then she shouted back, no, you shut the fuck up. And I'm like, that's deserved, because like paparazzi and stuff speak to like celebrities as if they're like not human, and it's like there needs to be more hate on paparazzi who like just first of all, a lot of them just invade people's privacy and stuff, and it's like, you lot are weird. Like, I think there should be a continued trend of shouting at paparazzi, actually. But people found issue with that, less so than some of the other stuff. And then, like, the big thing is chappell roan was supposed to perform at, oh god, I can't remember. There was a festival. The name is slipping my mind right now. Basically, she cancelled due to everything's being so overwhelming. Her, like, she's rose to fame so quickly. Obviously, it's overwhelming. That's completely valid, I think. But a lot of, like, losers on Twitter are like, what the hell? And don't get me wrong, I think you're allowed to express your disappointment about, you could have been seeing, maybe chappell roan's your favorite artist, maybe you were really looking forward to seeing chappell roan, and I think it's okay to express your disappointment and not being able to see her at a festival. But then some people are like so over the top with them. I've seen a lot of people like give hate to chappell roan, and it's like people who weren't even attending the festival in the first place. So it's like, what exactly are you mad about? But I think it's very valid if everything is so overwhelming and like you need, like, your mental health is deteriorating and you need to cancel things. I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah, very disappointing to fans. And like I know a lot of people did travel like flights and stuff to go to the festival, which I always think that's crazy. Where I'm like, what? But also like I forget that that's like kind of a normal thing in America now, to just be like, I'm gonna travel to a different state by an airplane and to go to something. I don't know. I live in the UK. It's like, whoa, that's crazy, but also like good on you, I guess. But like a lot of people are as if like, I don't know, there's like a whole festival. The lineup for that festival was insane, by the way. I'm sure I saw like Ethel Cain, and like I'll put the list here because there was like a lot, which is like, okay, I get you can't see chappell roan, but there's also some incredible artists playing there, so like, it's not like a thing of like my ticket's completely wasted as if it was like a concert ticket, which even then you'd get a refund, no? Like, I don't know, because there's a lot of male artists who've also like cancelled tours and shows and stuff, and I never see them getting half as much like criticism for it. Like for example, literally days ago, probably like days after chappell roan cancelled, Childish Gambino cancelled the rest of his entire tour because of an injury. And I know a lot of people would be like, yeah, but it's a physical injury, you can't help that. But it's like people's like mental health issues were like a physical thing, then you'd find them valid, if that makes sense. Like a lot of people will find the who are like, oh, cancelling because things are overwhelming, or like because of like your mental health is not like a valid thing. But when it comes to physical, like if that was a physical injury, you'd be like, oh my god, I completely understand. Like I'm sure Childish Gambino has like a leg injury or something. You're not gonna be like, how dare you injure your leg? How dare you do that? Days before my concert, I can't believe it. He's also refunded tickets, and I don't think it's very valid that he's not. That he's cancelling the who thinks he wants to perform at his best. He doesn't want to do it with an injury. So I think the same should go for Chappell Roan. Like she wants to perform when she's like on top form, when she's okay, like mentally. And like I think that's just like crazy. Like these two things can be equal. Like there's so many people cancel. Like I know Lewis Capaldi also cancelled things. I think to do with like because of his Tourette's. Like they were like playing enough, so like he had to like cancel a bunch of shows. Maybe the tour. I'm not 100% sure. It's just kind of things I've seen. And people will take that as like a valid thing, and like it definitely is, and as he should. Like he should be allowed to cancel that if he's like physically unable to perform. But I also think we should be saying the same for people when it comes to mental health. And I always just find it crazy because it's like a couple months down the line, if like something bad could really happen, I mean, Chappell Roan could quit music because she has stated before that if things got to the point of like stalking, which it has currently, she was said that she'd quit music. And I'd completely understand her if she did, because I could not imagine like the success she's at right now in such a short period of time. Obviously that's overwhelming. Like what gets to the point with a lot of like women celebrities that like bad things happen, people go insane, people, you know, potentially off themselves, etc., etc. And then when something bad like that happens, everyone's like, oh my god, it was such a shame, she was so young, or like this could have been avoided if people treated her better. And then every time there's like a new like woman celebrity who is popular, people treat them so bad, and like the cycle continues. Like I just find it very insane. Like everybody's just so hypocritical. There's always the same people who is like, oh my god, like this could have been avoided, are the same people who are on twitter.com right now talking shit about Chappell Roan cancelling her shows that they weren't even attending. And like another kind of celebrity hate trend that I kind of wanted to also bring up, this is kind of maybe could be unfamiliar for some people who are watching this video who are like not familiar with K-pop stuff. There's a K-pop group with sserafim, love them, and they also had like this huge hate train like as recently, because in a lot of like the K-pop community basically just hate women. When there's new girl groups, eventually they will also get a hate train for like no reason, when they're like, oh, they fell off, they flopped, and then we'll just like harass them for so long. And La Sserafim is like the newest one that I can think of that had like the most recent hate train that was like people went so hard on. It was insane, just because they had bad vocals during Coachella after like, and the clips are circulating of them after performing like 10 songs. Like they're in like minute 50 of like their performance, and they sound a bit out of breath because they are singing and dancing at the same time for like over an hour, and people are like, their vocals are bad. And it's like, I think we just need to give people a break. Like it's like, is it really that deep? If someone who is performing for over an hour is slightly out of breath while they are dancing and performing and have like incredible stage presence, like, okay, like I think that's kind of crazy. Like if they didn't, that would be so impressive, bro. So like understandable. Like I don't know. Let's say Fame even put out like this whole documentary about like their struggles sort of like behind the scenes, certain members getting like so much anxiety about like singing due to like discourse online about them having poor vocals, so their voice gets even worse because of like anxiety and stuff. And I'm like, that is like so insane. So, you know, you get like their perspective on everything, and it showed there's like all of them basically crying in that documentary. This is like kind of old by now, but I wanted to bring it up just because it's relevant. And then still, even after the documentary, lots of freaks on Twitter were still like being so weird about it. And it's like, you see this state that these girls are in, and then you continue to be like, well, I actually still hate them. So, and I feel like the internet is kind of turned now, where they starting to be liked again from what I've seen, because they released like new music and it was good, and everyone just like suddenly likes them again. Unless everything, they can never make me hate you. I was there through thick and thin. But it's always just crazy because every single celebrity hate train is always women. So like women groups, whether it's like in K-pop, or whether it's like Western artists like Chappell Roan, everywhere. Like it's just misogyny everywhere. And like the only like male hate that I see is towards people who've committed literal crimes. For example, P. Diddy, allegedly. But like, you know, it's like he's the only male celebrity, like as of right now that I'm seeing, who is getting like crazy amounts of hate. And that's just it. This man is potentially, allegedly committing crimes, you know what I mean? And yeah, people will still make jokes out of it and make fun of like actual victims, which is like insane, by the way. Like all the P. Diddy jokes are just like so lame and boring and cringe. Like, you're losers. It's all men usually. So what does that say? Like, and every single man that I can think of who gets hated on for like small things, it like gets brushed away immediately. There's no like constant hate after months of him. And it doesn't help, and especially with the chappel thing, it doesn't help when their accounts like Pop Crave. I'm looking at you, Pop Crave, who keep like putting out articles, taking her words out of context so people like hate her even more. Put some screenshots here if I can find some, where it's just like rounding up like more people to like kind of hate her for like very small things that she has said that have been completely taken out of context and make it like, while she's getting hate, to purposely make it look bad. It's like, what are you doing? I just don't get it. And obviously with all this, I feel like this needs to be said, but I think it's kind of obvious that when it comes to hate trends like this, or like just hate online for women in general, obviously it is way worse for like women of colour. Look at Megan Thee Stallion, for example. I love you, Megan Thee Stallion. Do you think the internet would have had the same reaction if a white woman got shot? Genuine question. It probably still would have been hate because women, people, like men just hate women. But like, it is way worse because she is a black woman. And you do, like, a lot of people just do not take black women's pain seriously enough. It's like so wild to me. It's like, how? This woman literally got shot. The man who did it, currently in prison, and you people make jokes. But I also think there would not be half as many jokes if it was a white woman. I think a lot of you would take it way more seriously. And like, the Megan jokes didn't just stop like around the time it happened. Like, think of the whole thing that happened with Nicki Minaj this year that still continue to bring up the fact she got shot. And like, I hate seeing women participate in putting down other women the most. Like, that was the most like completely frustrating. I'm not even going to talk about Nicki Minaj in this video. That is like a whole separate thing. I do not want to get doxxed, so you know, leave me out of that. But like that whole thing was just like so insane and so like unnecessary, you know. There's probably things I forgot because by the time this video comes out, there will be more hate for women online. There'll probably be more words taken out of context from chappel roan. By the time this comes out, there'll probably be hate for more some other K-pop group or something because people just hate women. Like, there'll probably just be like another artist that is just continually being dogpiled on basically. And it's just crazy. You want to take away from this video should just be chill out with what you say online. I think like people forget that, like, you know, I'm not one to be like, I'm gonna defend a millionaire celebrity or something because, you know, yeah, they've got money, whatever. But at the same time, it's like when it comes to like women celebrities and stuff, it's like people don't realize that I feel like a lot of them probably do see what you say online. And it's like, I could never imagine just randomly tweeting stuff about people I hate. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just like, just be more thoughtful about what you put online, I guess. And I think a lot of people just kind of jump on the bandwagon of hating people. And it's like, maybe look at why. Why do you hate this person? Is it because people on Twitter said so? Or do you actually dislike what someone's doing? You know, and I'm like, I personally would never say anything about someone I dislike unless they're like actually like genuinely bad people. For example, Chris Brown. Hate that man with a passion. And I think that's valid because that man, allegedly, a lot of allegations and stuff, you know? Maybe hate people like that online instead of just women who are simply existing. I don't know. I think that's all from me today. I've probably missed out a couple of people, so if there's anything else, feel free to let me know in the comments and let me know your opinion on things. Good like and subscribe really helps me a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!